everyone. Today we are going to start talking a little bit about the letter A. Now I bet you're thinking, hey, we already learned about the letter A. It makes the A sound, like apple. But what if I told you that sometimes the letter A makes a different sound? So we know, right, that A can make the A sound like apple and ant. But it can also say its name. That's called the long A sound. So A can say A, but A can also say A. Can you say that with me? A can say A can say A. Let's do it one more time. A can say A can say A. So sometimes you're going to hear the long A at the beginning of a word, like April, acorn, or apron. Can you say those with me? April, acorn, and apron. Do you hear that A sound at the beginning of each of those words? Listen for it for me. April, acorn, apron. All of those letters start with the letter A, but they make the A sound instead of the A sound. Let's say them one more time. April, acorn, apron. Now, sometimes the long A is in the middle of words, or at the end of words, like play, may, and clay. If it's at the end of a word, it has a Y at the end. You don't need to worry about that too much right now, but let's read these words. Play, may, clay. The A and the Y work together, they make the A say its name. Let's say them again. Play, may, clay, clay. Now there are two other ways that you can hear the long A sound in a word. Sometimes if you see an A and an I next to each other, they're going to work together to make that long A sound, like in rain, train, and trail. Can you say those with me? Rain, train, and trail. Now, that's not at the beginning of the word. That's not at the end of the word. The long A sound is in the middle of the word. Let's say those one more time. Rain, rain, train, train, trail, trail. And now the last one, the long A sound is also going to be in the middle of the word. Ready? Plain. I see an A and I see an E, but the E's not saying anything. So the E is making the A say its name in the word plain. Tape, rake. Do you hear how the long A sound is in the middle of the word again? Plain, tape, rake. Let's go through all of these words one more time. So remember, boys and girls, we're talking about the long A sound. A is the short A sound, the one that we already know, like an apple, an ant. A is the long A sound, and you're going to hear it at the beginning of words like April, acorn, and apron. You can hear it at the end of words like play, may, and clay. You can hear it in the middle of words like rain, train, trail, plain, tape, and rake. So boys and girls, that's all you need to worry about for the long A sound. You're going to do a little activity where you're going to sort some pictures into whether or not the word has a short A sound, or a long A sound. Okay, you don't need to worry about spelling them, just knowing which ones have the short A sound and which ones have the long A sound. All right? And then we're also going to talk about words that talk about time. You might sometimes hear people say past, present, and future. Can you say that with me? Past, present, and future. When we say the word past, we're talking about something that already happened. Maybe it happened yesterday. Maybe it happened last week. Maybe it happened last year. Maybe it happened 100 years ago. Those are all things that happened in the past. Can you say that with me? Past. Things that already happened. Present. Can you say present? Now, you probably hear present and think, oh, a present is a gift, something that you can get on Christmas or on your birthday. But present can also mean something that's happening right now. So right now, you're working on your Superkids work. Right now, I am teaching you. All right? So past is something that already happened. Present is something that's happening right now, like right now that bell beeped again. And future. Future are things that haven't happened yet. Tomorrow is in the future. Next week is in the future. Next year is in the future. 100 years from now is in the future. Okay? So let's think. The past. In the past, well, a long time ago, I wasn't a teacher yet. In the past, Miss Hagedorn was a student just like you guys. What were you in the past? In the past, you were a baby, weren't you? Can you think of something that you did when you were a baby? So if you can think of something when you did when you were a baby, you can draw a little picture of it here and write it. So when I was a baby, I could crawl. So I would draw a picture of me crawling and then I would write crawl. That's something that happened in the past. That happened a long time ago. It's not happening now, is it? No, I'm not crawling. I can walk now. So when I was a baby, I could crawl. When I was a baby, I couldn't walk or talk or read or write or ride a bike. I'm going to write, I couldn't walk, but now I can. So that's the present, something that you can do right now. Most of you have learned to read a little bit. You can draw pictures, you can talk, you can write words, you can write whole sentences. You can do so many things now that you sure couldn't do when you were a baby. In the future, when I grow up, I want to be. Now, I'm already grown up and I'm being what I want to be. But in the future, I would like to, what would I like to do? I would like, that's a tricky one. I'd like to travel and see other places. So that's something I would write here. But you can write, when I grow up, I want to be, I know some of you want to be garbage collectors. I know some of you want to be teachers. I know some of you want to be doctors and dentists and veterinarians. I know some of you want to be construction workers, police officers. Those are all amazing things. That's not something that you can do right now, right? You're only in kindergarten. You can't be it yet. But you stay in school and you'll learn enough and you can be something in the future, okay? So I'm going to write, I want to travel, and then maybe I'll draw a picture of Earth. Ooh, there's Antarctica, there's the North Pole, here's where we live, here are some other places that I could live and visit. So I want to travel. What do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? So this is what I would like you to work on. Think about the past. Remember, the past is something that has already happened. Maybe it was yesterday. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. We're talking about when you were a baby. That was way in the past, wasn't it? Then, the present. What is something you can do now that you couldn't do in the past? You can walk, you can talk, you can read books, you can do all sorts of things now that you sure couldn't do when you were a baby. And the future. That's something that hasn't happened yet. What do you want to be when you grow up? All right, boys and girls? So thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned all about the long A sound and the words past, present, and future. I hope you have a good day and a great weekend. Bye.